Video. Right on cue! Dramatic pause. Oh my goodness. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to a Shelby on Safari live stream extravaganza. Oh my goodness. And I can hear myself massively. What is going on?
Shelby's got some feedback.
I got some feedback major. If there's one thing worse than hearing my voice once, Dan, it's hearing it twice. Let's try that again. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Shelby on Safari live stream special. My name's Shelby. I'm a wild animal biologist and Pokemon trainer, and I'm joined tonight by my friend, Professor Dan. Hey, Professor.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Excited to be here. Can't wait for this. This is going to be fun and interesting at the same time.
It's going to be crazy. So, folks, tonight what we're going to do before we head over to Whatnot, the app where you can buy and sell amazing cards, not just Pokemon, but a variety of other amazing things, we are going to have a pack battle. Now, for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. I often combine Pokemon and animals and other pop culture things, and Professor Dan is a Whatnot streamer, Pokemon professor extraordinaire, a man of many titles, and we are going to attempt to have a pack battle using Silver Tempest, but in true fashion, it's not going to be all what it seems. Along the way, I'm going to learn from Professor Dan some of the amazing attributes of the Pokemon TCG, what to look for as a newbie myself, and things such as that. And of course, I have, as an American in England, some pub quiz questions for you folks relating to one of our favorite things, Pokemon and animals. So, Dan, I got to introduce you because you're incredible to watch on Whatnot. Whatnot is a great platform for just watching and learning about kind of card collecting and seeing some amazing fire being pulled. What do you enjoy about collecting Pokemon cards, Professor?
That's a question. What a wide question. I think for me, it's got the nostalgia to it, right? So obviously I was around at the time where base set was there, and then obviously seeing that evolve into what it is now. And like for me, it's that bit of nostalgia that's always kind of captured me. And I think everyone has it. If it's some sort of franchise that they had when they were a kid and they just kind of like love to dip into it kind of when they're an adult. So for me, it definitely is the nostalgia side. But also with the cards, it's the art on them as well. The art is getting so good on some of these cards whereby they look like pieces of art. So for me, it's almost kind of the nostalgia, but it's also like you're getting a little piece of art at the same time, you know? So that is the pull for me, definitely.
Indeed, I can't wait to see some of the artwork that we are going to pull tonight, hopefully some fire. And as it shows on the screen, folks, we are going to be opening Silver Tempest. Now, Dan, what I've loved is over on Whatnot, you have built a community, and in the chat, it has been popping off. I've seen so many of our friends like Suze, Callum, I've seen my friend Lucky L, good evening. Guys, if you're watching live or in the replay, let us know in the comments. It's always fun to watch what you guys pick up on in some of your questions, and definitely be sure to engage in that poll because I want to know what starter Pokemon you guys went for. And Dan, that is my next question for you. It tells me a lot about a person, what starter they go for. So which one was yours?
Shelby coming in with the difficult questions. So it's so hard because there's so many reasons why. I know which one I picked, but there's reasons why I love all of them, to be fair. But I'm going to say, look at my boy Bulbasaur there on the right. It's going to have to be Charmander. I can't let Zard go. Charizard is the OG at the end of the day. He is.
You had me worried there for a second, Dan. You had me really worried.
What do you think I was going to go for?
I thought you were going to go for Bulbasaur because I swear you said Bulbasaur on one of the Whatnot streams when I asked you to try to like do some digging beforehand to see if you were worthy of a streaming partner. But
yeah, to be fair, like I don't know. It's got to be Charmander, but Bulbasaur's such a close second. And then you got the Squirtle Squad. I don't know what to do. It's Charmander. I'm going with Charmander. Done.
Fair play. Charmander is my choice as well. But funny you mentioned Squirtle Squad because in the anime, which I may or may not be watching as it airs in Japan, allegedly, the Squirtle Squad, spoilers, has made an appearance again in the anime.
No way. No way.
It was amazing. It was amazing. I won't go into the details of the episode, but I may have squealed when I finally saw the Squirtle Squad reunite. It was fabulous. Talk about nostalgia. Like
100%.
Oh, well, who do we have in the chat? Oh, we have so many friends. Good evening. Yes, Grace says yes. Fire friends, indeed. Oh, well, folks, I'm glad to see the poll has some variety in it, not just a Charmander overload. But before we open our first pack, Dan, my last question for you, and I'm sorry, this is another tricky one. What is your favorite card in your collection? Not your most expensive, not the most rare, but your personal favorite card.
Easy. Dark Raichu from Team Rocket.
No hesitation. No hesitation,
Easy.
Dan. Why is that?
It's just an amazing card. I love it. The artwork is amazing. I remember when I first pulled it as well, when obviously I was a younger professor, and it was amazing. And since the day I pulled it, I was like, this card is amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. I have it in first edition. I have it in non-first edition. I have it in every kind I can get it. Dark Raichu, 100% from Team Rocket.
Okay.
Hands
is
down.
It suited and booted and graded?
It's suited, booted, it's graded, it's everything that you could want it. It's not a Beckett 10, but it's everything else apart from that.
I was not going to bring up the Beckett 10, but
Don't bring
you know, I didn't want to bring up that card, Dan, but alas, there we go. For those of you that don't know over on Whatnot, Dan, there's a few jokes, running a couple of jokes, and one of which is a Beckett 9.5, which I can't wait to get into grading in a little bit, but it is a bit of a sore spot. So chat, please be nice. I can already see them popping off. Be nice to poor Dan. But yeah, so nice to see you folks. Okay, Dan, so I'm not going to lie. I've never done a pack battle before. Oh, brought up the Espeon. What do I do? How do we do this? Is it like sudden death? Do I go and then you go? What is the method to the madness?
So, okay, this is what we can do. We can either we pull the pack, open the pack together, so it's up, and then we reveal one card at a time to the camera, okay?
Okay.
So we could both do that. Do we want to go for
right.
that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
And I'm not going to lie, guys, for those of you that know and might see my army behind me, I did choose all Vulpix.
Nice.
The lady thought I was crazy at my local toy shop. She's like, are you sure you want all the same? I was like, yes. Give me all the Vulpix. Even though I've had horrible luck. Okay.
We're going to try to get you some better luck. Let's see what we can do.
You can tell Dan has opened a fair few booster packs.
I'm already good to go. I'm ready to go. I'm good to go already.
Oh my god. Amateur hour right here. All right. So what is, so we have the codes for those of you.
Yeah.
You want the codes. All right. What is the card trick?
So 4 from the back and move them to the front. There's my card code as well. Sorry, guys. There you go.
All right. And don't forget, guys, to let us know in the chat maybe your favorite kind of Silver Tempest pull so far. There we go. Okay. Fire. If only I was pulling this for your Whatnot stream when you have your fire.
Yeah.
Fire bundle. Okay.
Okay. Jinx.
Plus stone.
Okay.
Energy. Ball toy. Yeah, talk about the artwork. That ball toy is interesting.
The artwork on some of these in Silver Tempest is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Oh, Radiant Alakazam.
Oh my god,
I'm winning. Oh, you got
I think hands down you already win because you got the Radiant.
I got the Radiant, and we all know about the Radiant. I have also an obsession with Radiants as well. Raid them, keep them, suit them, boot them.
Cheers to that. Do you know why they call them Radiant, Dan, instead of Shiny? Is there like a reason?
So you see the pattern. I'm going to try show it on the camera if I can. Okay. It's got like a different type of hollow, and they're only on Radiants, these ones, whereby it's got like a cross-section hollow. So that's why it's called a Radiant. And also it's called Radiant at the top. That as well. They're all called Radiant. But yeah, they look a little bit different. The hollow is different. The hollow is different on them.
Okay. And I just got a sad little reverse hollow. Nothing fancy. Although I did get a Delphox as the final one, which is quite like
The
pretty
art on that is
amazing.
beautiful, to be fair.
Yeah.
This is the thing, right? The artwork on some of these cards is just stunning. Even though they're not hollows, some of them I look at and I think they deserve better, you know? So they're
Yes.
absolutely stunning, the artwork.
Oh, well, I didn't quite choose Delphox to talk about for kind of the first animal comparison video, but I do talk about fennec foxes though in another video, which you can check out after this stream and after Dan's whatnot, because fennec foxes are one of my favorite. I used to work with a couple fennec foxes actually, Finn and Flynn. They're the cutest little boys, but it's their ears that make them so amazing. And Delphox as well has those really big ears, which is great for evaporating heat to help them cool off. Kind of the bigger the surface area, the greater the release of temperatures, which is then really ironic when like Delphox and Fennekin are fire foxes and expel heat from their ears. But I went for another Pokemon, Dan, and you two, you don't know the answers to this. I purposefully left out the answers just to have some fun. So chat, now's your turn, folks. I want to know, let me know in the chat, true or false, Arcanine can run over 6,000 miles in a single day. That's really far. Where would that, I wonder where that would get us in the UK.
That's crazy. I want to answer it as well, but I'm just thinking, that's got to be false.
Yeah, what would that be?
True. And Susie's saying true. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say false.
I mean, that is quite far. I'm gonna quick do a Google map search. Hold on, folks. Let's see where in the UK. Let's just Google for fun, Edinburgh. Oh look, Edinburgh Zoo. That came up as my first thing on Google search. You can tell what I like to do. Let's see, from London. Let's see, driving. Sure. 420 miles from London up to Edinburgh Zoo.
420 miles.
And Arcanine can like go there and back, there and back. Oh, wow. Okay. Chat, what are we thinking? False? We got false. We got a couple of falses. False, that's bonkers. Yeah, that is bonkers.
That is crazy when you think about it.
Folks, it is true.
No shot. It's true. Okay,
it's true.
I'm sure it
is true. And like, it makes you wonder, like, the quick moves that Arcanine can have, like extreme speed and things like that. Like, you must have some extreme speed to run that far in a day. Like,
that is crazy. Cruelty Free's like, no, she just can't believe it. It's like, no, it's not true.
No way. But what's even cooler, guys, is the Alaskan bar-tailed godwit. This bird, okay, it looks like a cute little sandbird, right, Dan? Like, look at that beak.
That's a big beak.
It is a big beak. But they migrate, given their name, Alaskan, they migrate from Alaska down to Australia, and they fly it in a single kind of run. They don't stop for a pit stop in Hawaii. No, they continue going. And there was one that actually went, they tagged it. So scientists like tagged it using like a 5G tracker thing on its back. And they watched it go. And I just can't believe 8,000 miles one way. So it took a while. It didn't do it in a day like Arcanine, but it did it in about 11 days, the one that holds the record.
That's crazy. I mean, I did it in 10 days, so I got a day on him. So, you know, pretty good. But,
were you swimming or were you running on water?
I was flying, actually. I was flying.
With your radiant Alakazam using 100%. Hypnosis to fly you.
Exactly.
I'm on to you, Dad. I'm on to you. Oh, well, okay. So I don't have any cards that I really want to save in this pack, but you have your Radiant. Could you explain to both my friends and myself, and Maui, apparently, because I think Maui has climbed into the room, what do you do? If you have a Radiant, do you get it graded? What's the process usually with some of those rare cards?
So if you want to get it graded, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the card that you've actually got is worth to grade. So it's going to cost you to grade the card, right? So you want to make sure the card that you send over to a grader is of the best quality. So there's little things that you're looking at for the card, like centering is one of them. So what centering is that not every card is the same, unfortunately. So some of them, depending on the print, will be in the center of the border more. So say, for example, if you were to look on this card, you can see that you're looking at basically these two lines. And what you do is you actually measure these two lines to see how much distance there is between that and the border as to how far off it is. So the more in the center of those borders it is, the higher the grade that it will get for centering.
Oh, wow.
So each card is different. And the same for the back. So it applies to the back. So you've got the back as well to consider too. And then you've got the surface, right? So then they'll look at the surface and they'll look at surface scratches to see if there's any imperfections on the surface of the card. And then the final one, they look at the corners. So if there's any dinks on any of the corners or anything like that, they will grade you down. So if you look at this Beckett, this is a good example. Don't know if you can see that. It says there what it got in terms of for a centering, it's a 9.5, edges, it's a 10. Corners, it's a 9.5, and surface, it's a 9.5. So those are the things they're looking at when they grade a card like this to give it a score. So, yeah.
No wonder then you use the phrase suited and booted, because immediately you want to protect it.
100%. Any little dink could throw the grading of the card off. And if you pulled a really good card, you want to get it protected as soon as possible. So get it suited and booted, get it sleeved.
That feels quite harsh though, like if you get a card and like it's off center, because obviously like you can there's some things in your control, like keeping the card safe and things like that, but something like that's is there a market for things like that?
What, when they're off?
Yeah,
there's a market for error cards as well. So when there's print errors on the cards, some of those cards also fetch a little bit of money as well. It depends. Like, collectors collect different things. That's the thing with it, is that no card is generally going to be the same. You know, you're going to either get a perfect centered card, and there's probably a couple of those out there. But that's the brilliant thing, is that the first level is pulling the card, and the second level is actually getting a good quality card. So, you know, you've got to get the pull, then you've got to get the good quality card, and then you want to get it a grade of 10. And that 10, Gem Mint 10, is the perfect version of that card. So it can't get better than that.
Although a Beckett 9.5 apparently in some circles is that. I would like to address the chat, though, really quick, to go back to your proposed plan of how you could do it in 10 days, Dan. They have suggested teleport, which, fair play.
Yeah, that would be, well, that'd be instant though, right?
That'd be
less
quicker,
than 10
yeah.
days. Yeah.
But I feel bad, like, if you use teleport, what does that say to the brush-tailed godwit? Like, at least you've tried to make an effort.
Yeah, exactly. He needs to learn teleport, TM teleport from somewhere.
Yeah. Yes. Or in Scarlet and Violet, which I know you're starting to play, apparently you collect like Pokemon Biofacts to create like the TMs now. It's nuts.
Yeah. They changed it up a little bit, which is good, I think, because I kind of didn't like the old TM way. So I think it's good that they're trying something different with it, to be fair.
Yeah, pulling from, I don't know if you played Arceus or Arceus, potato. But yeah, there was a lot of like sustainable harvesting there, for lack of a better phrase.
Definitely.
Let's see. Beckett has come in useful for something. Yeah, Suze. Finally, it has, rather than annoying poor Professor Dan. UK Amphibians, hey guys. Who grades cards in the UK? Do you know, Dan, of anybody who does?
Ace grades cards in the UK. They're a UK company. They grade. They're good as well, to be fair. Saves having to grade at PSA, which is American. I actually don't know if they've got a European office, so I don't know. But Ace is based in the UK.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm mindful of the time. I knew this was going to happen, folks, because Professor Dan has. I'm going to start opening my pack because it takes me longer than you. 2 hours later. The professor is going to be over on Whatnot. Now, in the chat, I've popped the link as well, but don't head over there yet because we may have a cheeky surprise for you guys. So hang out with us for just a bit as we finish up. I'm going to do the card trick and hopefully pull some fire in this Silver Tempest. I counted 3, 4? Okay, we'll
see.
Yeah. 4. There we go. All right, Dan, here we go. Pack Battle 2. Water. Ooh, that's some cool artwork on that one.
That's cool. Okay.
Little poncho.
What we say is...
Oh.
Okay, Venom Knot. Okay, we're getting close now.
A Pika.
Guys, I think I've got something here.
Oh, I had a Noibat too.
Ooh,
what do you got?
Oh. Final one. Wait, V-Star.
Hey! You always pull the fire, Dan.
I don't know. It's just crazy. Crazy luck. Crazy luck.
Genuinely, guys, if you don't follow Dan on Whatnot, you need to go and get your packs from him because he genuinely pulls fire and gold sometimes. I pulled a double. One hollow, one reverse.
That's funny when that happens, to be fair, because I say that sometimes that is rarer than actually getting a pull, is pulling the non-hollow and the hollow itself. So it's a little bit underwhelming, but it actually is probably the chance of doing that is probably lower than me pulling the V-Star there. But I still win because it's.
I like that you're trying to make my second loss in a row, a bit more manageable to swallow, Dan. I appreciate it. Well, now I'd like to ask another question of you guys, chat. Again, this one's for you guys and for the professor. Surprise, I had to throw in Vulpix because I was hoping to pull some Vulpix, but I haven't yet. But I'd like to ask you, what do you think a pack of Alolan Vulpix is called? Is it A plow, or plow, B, a bundle, or C, a skulk? They are quite cute. I don't know, Dan, what are your thoughts on Alolan Vulpix?
I'm saying I like it. I like the theme of it, to be fair. And there's some beautiful cards for it as well. So I'm a fan. I am a fan. There's a beautiful V-Star card of it actually in Silver Tempest.
Tonight be the night. We got one more pack left.
Maybe we might see it. Maybe.
One more pack left. Well, I think now might be the time for me to share a certain link in the chat. I'll pin it to the chat. We're going to try out something really cool and unique, thanks to Professor Dan and Whatnot. We may have a cheeky little giveaway here. And Dan, what can our friends win?
So we're doing 2 Crown Zenith booster packs, which is what we're going to be giving away. So these 2 we'll give away. And if you're not over on Whatnot, obviously we won't rip them. If you are, it's awesome. If not, we can just ship them to you, okay? So you'll get 2 packs of Crown Zenith, which is the newest set.
Which is super exciting because it's quite rare to get these, isn't it?
It's hard to get them at the moment, yeah.
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 Woof. So in the chat, I've pinned a Google form. If you don't mind popping in a few deets, like your YouTube username, so then that way I know what to put in the chat, in the Wheel of Fun, an email address, so then if you are the winner, we can contact you and know for postage. So please be sure to fill that in if you guys want a chance to win 2 Crown Zenith bundles, courtesy of Professor Dan and Whatnot. But what do we guys think about Alolan Vulpix? We have a plow, like the snow. Okay, quite a few. Callum's gone for B. Let's see. Suze, you are in it. You are in it to win it. It is indeed C, a skulk.
Oh, okay. I would have thought plow because it's like snow plow.
I was a cheeky little rascal. That's why I was thinking. I put that in there to trick y'all, and y'all fell for the trick. Oh, hey Tiff, nice to see you in the chat. Girl and her passport, always some great videos to make you want to feel like you want to go on holiday. So yes, folks, be sure to pop in your name into the form if you want to be in it to win it. But in terms of a skulk, I thought it would be quite fun because indeed that is what a group of foxes can be called. Is a group of, well, a skulk or skulks, and it was just an excuse to put some pictures of some baby foxes.
Nice.
So you're welcome, guys. Always the top content here on Shelby on Safari. Not biased whatsoever about cute baby animals. All right, Dan, let's do round 3 while our folks enter in the giveaway, shall we?
Okay, we'll go for the final pack. Charlotte, I'm going to have to ask you. I was thinking, you know, kind of Pokemons that are based on animals. And I always thought that Bulbasaur could maybe be like a toad and the Greninja could maybe be a frog. But I don't know if that would be right.
There is a really cool... I think Bulbasaur definitely either a toad / kind of reptilian creature by like soaking in the sun. Because like when he, as Venusaur, like with the flower for like solar beam and stuff, I feel like reptiles, you know, for soaking in the sun to get their heat to create their energy. I think that might be the case. But funny you mentioned Greninja, because Froakie with the Frubbles makes me think of the Majorcan midwife toad, because they like have all those bubbles around them. Right. And like they're not as graceful as Greninja, I'm going to be honest, but they're kind of cute. I don't have a picture on me, but they are really cute. Just trust me. Majorcan midwife toad. And they have a really cool name because they're quite unique species. But there's the code card. I actually opened my pack in record time. All right, folks, what has been your favorite card to pull in Silver Tempest? Let us know in the chat. Be sure to enter in before I close it. Oh my gosh, Jason has joined. Everybody's joined. All right, I'm ready to go. Where's your energy?
I didn't have it because I got a V-Star card instead.
Oh,
so
okay.
Sometimes you don't get it. I feel like mine's off-angled. Yours is like perfect. Okay, there we go.
Okay. I feel like we got some fire. We need some fire in this one, Dan.
Yeah. Can't let me get three for nil. Spinder.
Really?
Pikachu. The art on the Pikachu is amazing.
Oh, so fun.
Okay,
another Noibat. Okay. Torcat.
Yeah. Oof. No hits for me. Oh, no shot. That's a huge card. Oh
my God.
That's a huge card.
It's so beautiful.
A huge card. A huge card. As if you've just pulled a Rainbow Lugia. That's crazy.
Finally, the Vulpix has brought the luck.
That's an amazing pull. That's really, really cool pull. I think that's one in maybe 758 booster packs.
It's the damn magic.
That's it.
If I was pulling this on my own, it wouldn't happen.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, chat. I don't. Okay, this is gonna sound really ignorant of me, Dan, and I'm really sorry. But I know it's a beautiful card, but sometimes when you've pulled some like really cool grass cards and putting fire in the chat really stresses me out. Because I'm like, we're burning the Oddish or like whatever. And so should we put what could we put in for Lugia? Like some cool ice or something? I don't know, but
I don't know.
I'm not no expert.
Like, I guess like wind. But you can do wind. There's a wind emoji, right? You can just have that.
Yeah, I think we could put some wind. I'm afraid, like, I don't know what to do with this one because I don't have the suited and booted mechanisms that you have, Dan. I'm gonna have to like.
Wait a second. You're telling me that you don't have any cases?
No, because I keep all the ones that you like send to protect. I'm a newbie, Dan, at this.
You need to protect that card. If anything, what you need to do is you need to maybe look at something I sent you that isn't as rare, get rid of that, and then put it in there.
The hollow Oddish.
Exactly, yeah. Or don't say that to too many people, yeah. Cool. Right, there you go, wind. I like it.
All right, folks. So what I'm going to do is I am going to remove the thing that I am going to... Oh, only 5 of you put in for the giveaway. Oh, this is going to be... Thank you, because I have to manually enter your names into the Wheel of Fortune. So, Dan, do you mind sharing with all of us while I quickly try to pop in. What are some of the exciting things happening over on your Whatnot channel, both tonight, right after this stream, but also in the future? Because I think there's some cool things happening on the Professor Dam Empire.
Empire. So yeah, I've been over Whatnot only for a month now, kind of streaming over there, running a show. We run kind of like daily shows over there, so we do kind of like pack opening, so you can purchase your packs while you stream, and then we open them for you. We get them all suited and booted for you, and then shipped over to you as well. But there's loads of different kind of games that you can play while in the stream. You can also kind of like win slabs. So we give like PSA cards away on top of, you know, actually opening the packs for you. I think the approach that I've got to it is that to make it more of a show, as much as a kind of interactive show as possible, while we're opening the packs for you at the same time as well. So we've got a bunch of stuff going on at Whatnot at the moment. Also, over the next couple of months, we're going to be doing hopefully some more collab stuff. Maybe Shell's going to be coming over to Whatnot just to kind of feature in our stream potentially at some point, just to rip some more packs over at Whatnot for us as well. So I think that's going to be really fun. So yeah, guys, if you go over and follow, that would be cool. Or you want to tune into any of the shows, that would be wicked. It's app based as well, so it's not just desktop. So you can like download the app and you can kind of have it while you're on the go as well. And there might be other things that you're interested there as well. It's not just Pokemon. They do like a bunch of different stuff, you know, all the way from kind of clothing to comics to cards. It's kind of got everything. So it's definitely worth checking out.
It really does. And Dan, you have a fine show over there on Whatnot. It's always a pleasure to be able to watch kind of what you get up to and the fire that you pull, as well as, again, the community, so many of which are here tonight. It's been great to see so many of you over here. Now, 5 of you are on the wheel. Now, apologies. Not only was this my first pack battle, but guys, this was also my first kind of giveaway. So thanks so much to Dan and Whatnot again for giving away 2 Crown Zenith booster packs, which are quite a rare thing to see come across as of now. Hopefully you guys can see the screen. It is very rinky-dink, not as cool as Dan's graphics over there, but let's spin the wheel, she says. Oh. Who's gonna get the packs? Oh.
I actually like that wheel more.
Callum! Congratulations, Callum! Yay! So I don't know, Callum, because I know you'll probably head over to hang out with us on Whatnot. Yeah, what do you think, Dan? Should Callum... How should we play this?
Head over to Whatnot and we'll rip him over there. Yeah?
Fabulous.
There you can see what you could get at the same time. If you're happy with that, Callum, obviously. If you'd rather have them sent to me,
let us know in the chat, Callum, if you're happy with that. But congratulations. And thanks so much to all of you guys for being so fun in the chat. You guys are always amazing. And what I'd like to do now is share this really posh screen because you can see the wheel in the background. But if you are joining us watching this stream on your computer, use your phone to QR code this bad boy and head on over to Whatnot because we are going to be heading over there shortly. Dan, before we head over to Whatnot, where else can people find you?
Sure. So we're on Instagram as well. So Professor Dan TCG and also YouTube. But we've not got much content, guys. So sorry about that. But hopefully we're going to be adding some more content to YouTube. So Professor Dan TCG over at YouTube as well. If you want to give us a follow there. But again, not much content there. Nothing like Shell's channel. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, guys, I'd appreciate it.
Not yet, Dan. Not yet. He's underselling himself, guys, because you've been thinking of doing like behind the scenes, kind of what it takes and going and getting cards and all of that really cool, you know, behind the scenes stuff, which I think is amazing.
Yeah, lift the curtain a little bit. I think would be quite fun. We did it the other day on Instagram when I was doing the parcel runs, dropping off everyone's parcels. So just a little bit of a kind of behind the scenes thing, I think would be quite fun. So.
Definitely, because doing content, it's not as easy as it looks. There's a lot of time that goes on behind the scenes to make it happen. And Dan, what you do over at Whatnot is incredible. Again, the community pulling some fire, but also ripping and shipping and suiting and booting and all of these wonderful phrases. Folks, use the QR code to head over to Whatnot now. We are going to be ending this stream, but believe me, the fun is just getting started. Dan, what is happening over on Whatnot tonight? Because I think tonight is a very different kind of night.
Yeah, so we're going to do a couple of singles tonight as well, and we're just going to be ripping our packs as usual as well. But we're going to be doing a couple of the single cards too. So yeah, it'd be awesome if you come and join. But let me just say, really quick thank you as well, just to Shelv having us on the channel. It's awesome just to be over here, guys. Thanks for also just tuning in and just listening to us just ramble, just two people rambling about Pokemon and animals and stuff like that. Listen, I really do appreciate it. You know, it's an absolute pleasure just to even just be here and just be able to provide this content for you. So guys, honestly, thank you so much.
Oh, Dan, the pleasure is all mine. You are a solid dude, and you're going to keep streaming, and it's going to be great. And I'm going to be sitting having my dinner with my Wooloo and buying some cards over on Professor Dan. So, guys, we're going to end the stream here on YouTube, but head over to Whatnot to keep the adventure going. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining tonight. It was great to see so many familiar names in the chat. Have a great evening, but let's head over to Whatnot to keep the adventure going. All right, Dan, over to you on Whatnot.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Bye.